Hey YouTube, Matty's A12 here with Parker Roberson. He just got second place at the TCGPlayer YuGiOh series, I guess. Is that what
Super
we're calling
Qualifier.
it? Super Qualifier. That's what we're calling it. That's what we're going to call it. In Richmond, Kentucky. $500 cash event. Like, how do you feel about the chance to actually play for cash?
Well, they gave us checks.
Which is good as cash.
No, it's shitty actually. Because
Like, no,
no. Because if you get cash, that means you can go out with your friends that night. Go to B-dubs, right? If you don't, yeah, but it's Saturday. Who cashes a check? Was it nobody? So we're screwed.
Nobody, you're screwed. No B-dubs tonight.
So I'm just gonna sign off.
You can go to B-dubs on Monday.
Yeah.
That's not as cool.
I have to work Monday.
All right, so what did you play today?
I played hand Traptrix facts.
What?
It's hand Traptrix and artifacts.
Say that.
The 6 hands.
Say that as fast as you can.
Hand Traptrix artifacts.
Okay. You're gonna have to explain this.
My friend Dirk and Dalton Bousman, Dirk Wagner and Dalton Bousman. You know Dirk?
Yeah.
I love Dirk. Anyway, we were on DN and they're like, Parker, don't play dragons, don't play plants. Like, you're gonna lose, you're not gonna top. I'm like, okay. He's like, you played this, you're gonna win. I'm like, all right. So it got me to the finals, but of course, not drawing traps in the last game hurts you. But
so how does the deck play? Like as far as
it functions like +1 Fire Fist.
Okay.
But a little bit different, just because like you have a lot more it's a little bit more aggro in my opinion.
All right, and what aspects makes it more aggro?
The hands.
The hands?
For sure. The hands and Morlatech.
Okay.
Because you can just pop their cards for free and get a free monster, or you can just hand away all their cards. But then you just control them with your. This is like the Fire Fist engine. This is the replacement for the Fire Fist engine.
Replacement for it?
Yeah, because you play the 3 Stratos to get the best trap card like ever right now.
My Muriel. How do you? I don't English here. Mermelio. There you go.
You get this card, and this card's really good against everything.
Yes.
Except for Boojins.
Except for Boojins.
And this card's a Wolf Bark for Traptrix.
Yes, this card is getting overlooked right now. Like,
yes,
so many people don't realize how good this card is.
The Adatrix is not good, but these guys are good because you can just special, pull this guy back, pop a card, and continue.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like, I don't know, it's just weird. It's actually it's hard to explain because it's just a really weird deck. You got the 3 fire, 3 ice. Basically, the whole purpose of this deck is to run different attributes and different types, so you can abuse Potted Dichotomy and abuse your hands. Because like if you can get through all set of hands, like you're just gonna win. Because like your opponent, you cleared your opponent's board just with 1 monster. That's obvious though. So. Yeah. 2 Morlatech. It's the artifact. When it's specialed on your opponent's turn, it blows up a face-up card, and it does not target. So this is the only out to Leo in the deck.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just good. You just use it to get free 2100 and make rank 5s if you get them both off. But you only play 2 because you don't want to draw it really.
Yeah.
You play 3 maxi because everything special summons, and this card is just too good right now. Except your soul charges, everything uses it.
Oh yeah.
Then we got 3 duality, just to sort through your deck. 3 upstart, same thing. You just want to get to all the cards you want quicker. And then 2 dichotomy. The dichotomy are just again to recycle all of your hands and recycle your Traptrix and just keep going. Because if you can add back like Dianita, the Traptrix Wolfbark, and you still have another one in grave, like that's just really good because you have just more Wolfbarks.
Yeah, just more Wolfbarks.
It's just free cards. That's what this deck is. It's +1. It's free cards. I think that's 8. Yeah, it's 8 spells, 16 monsters. I think 16 traps.
Everything else is traps.
Everything else is traps. 1 bottomless because it's searchable and it's good. 2 deep prison because this is the only card that hurts the deck really. It breaks in the mirror. It wins you the mirror, and anything else that sides in hands to like try to combat you for whatever reason.
The mirror match. Like, how often is that actually happening right now?
Once. I played Jordan v. Mandez today, and he played a deck very similar to this, or pretty similar, but it's just wrecks it. Yeah. And it's really good against dragons too. So. But you just don't want to. Basically, you use it because you don't want to lose to your hand, like to your opponent's hands. Yeah. So you have to have an out to theirs because a lot of your monsters are 1600 attack, so they can just summon a fire hand and ram and just pop your board. So if you don't have the deep prisoner away out it, which is super detrimental. The 1 warning, the torrential. That's it for those. And then we got 2 Kalahannans. This card triggers Morlatech when you pull it out. Yeah. So that's another free pop, but it also triggers the Traptrix chicks. And it's just good in general because if your opponent attacks, you can get back your own like hand if they warned you or something, and you just keep on going. So Call just lets you get around just a whole bunch of stuff, and it gives you a lot of free cards as well. Then you play 3 Traptrix Nightmare. Really good.
Run through this card for me real quick.
So basically, when your opponent summons a monster and they activate the effect, you can just flip this and negate it. That's all it does. But it has to be the turn it's summoned.
Okay.
So like drawing this to established boards is really bad, but that's why you have the other cards to like accelerate into them.
Yeah, so you get into them before they.
But yeah, like first turn or two, putting 5 spells and traps down, and they're just shaking their hand. But it's really good just because like it screws over all the mermail effects, and it's really good. Like it's really good. It's so good against mermails. It's really good against. Oh, shut up. It's really good against artifacts as well, because you don't play breakthroughs because you play this instead. So you can just like Traptrix Nightmare if they try to artifact you to death. Yeah. So it's just a lot of applications right now for a lot of different decks, and it's really good.
All right. You don't seem near as excited as somebody that just won cash.
No. I do it too much. You
do it too much.
Then you play 3 Blackhorn because you do not want your opponent having monsters ever, because monsters suck.
All right.
So just make sure they don't ever exceed and outpace you. And lastly, the 3 Artifact Sanctum.
Playing 3 of these, and you're only playing 2 Moral Attack.
Because you don't want to like draw. You don't want to draw into the Moral Attack. If you play 3, like it's just gonna clog more.
Now run through this card one more time for me, because like it's brand new.
It's an Abyss Sphere that can't be MST basically. So you just flip it on your opponent's turn, special summon a Moral Attack, and just kill one of their cards for free. But then side note also, if it gets destroyed, you get to destroy one of their cards. So you can like chain it. If they MST'd on their turn, you can chain it, destroy 2 cards. So they neg 3 because they use the MST and they lose 2 cards off of your 1. Or say neg 2.
That's ridiculous.
It's just really, if they MST it, like it's just game.
Yeah.
Then extra deck,
side deck.
You gotta play that. The Kasi token that I was given post-ban.
Okay.
Gaga Cowboy. Because putting people in situations where they can't get around it and just gaming them in time, which like I did today, is just really good. Like you have to play just for time and just to burn people to death.
Yeah.
2 Abyss Dweller because mermails, like you can just auto win against mermails half the time, and it's good against dragons, and it's just good against the hands as well, especially the hands, because if you overlay into this with a water hand, it becomes 2200, or an ice hand, sorry, 2200. So a 2200 Dweller that negates your opponent's hands is just really strong.
Oh yeah.
Then you play 1 Emerald to put back the hands. It's the same reason you run Dichotomy. I played 2 Excited Night. I only went 2 once, but it was fun. I mean, I don't know. You have to play it. You have to play 1.
If you got to,
I couldn't find a Utopia, so I just put this one in instead of Utopia.
We can't find a 50-cent Utopia, so we decided to go with a $100 Exodon. Fair enough.
Basically. Then we have the Diamond Dyer, just 1/4 removal, and then the Heartland Draco, which is similar to Cowboy, which just lets you just game your opponent really quickly, especially under Soul Charge. It's just really convenient. Then you play 1 Black Ship of Corn because it makes your opponent's hands miss timing, and it makes like Mermail. It makes what Lyn brings out miss timing, and it makes other things miss timing. That's just a really good card because it with everybody siding hands or mating hands right now, it's just a really good out to it. Then the card you have to play 2 of, 2 101.
Oh yeah.
Mainly because of its anti-destruction effect. Because you don't want to play Mace Stroke because it doesn't really do anything relevant outside of just booking a guy. So you just want this guy because it's more attack and it can steal guys and it doesn't die. Which is really good against like the Mirror or anything that plays hands, because you can just summon this guy without like taking anything, and they can't pop any of your cards because you're just attacking with something. Then 1 Crazy Box in case we get drained. I never got Sail drained, so whatever. 1 Pallades, 1 Tyrus, and 1 M7. I went into Pallades twice and M7 once and Tyrus never, but I don't know, pretty good cards. I enjoyed it.
You got the opportunity to make it, so might as well.
Yeah. It was the M7 overlaying is just really good. If you have a Pallades on board, that means you resolve 2 Sanctums, which means like your opponent's down just 2 cards already, and you just make a Pallades as free, so you bounce 2 cards, and then you can make an M7 a turn later. Yeah. So it's just gonna be like advantage on advantage, which is all this deck does. And then the side deck was 3 MSTs because you don't want to main them for artifacts, and you can just side them. Like this deck doesn't really have anything that hurts it, so you can just hit whatever you need game 2 if you want to side them in or not. The hands take care of most issues most of the times, so MST is kind of secondary. 3 Soul Taker. A lot of people aren't playing this, and I don't know why. It's an out to the hands, and it's really obnoxious when your opponent like summons a hand or flips it, and you like don't have an out to it, because like you obviously don't want it to attack into a hand, so you just Soul Taker it, make it miss timing, and then that's it right there.
Do you ever worry about giving your opponent a free soul charge running the upstarts and the...
No, the logic behind like not running upstart because your opponent gets 1 more monster isn't gonna matter. If they're gonna soul charge for like 3 monsters, you're gonna lose just the same as if they get that 1 more. So it doesn't really affect it too much.
Okay.
2 zombie worlds for Bujins. Just wrecks them, and dragons and spellbooks. So.
Yeah.
2 void trap holes and a deep dark trap hole. These should have been this. Just strictly for the dragon and mermail matchup. They summon a guy and you just banish it. And well, I guess not really mermails, but dragons for sure, because they soul charge just banish all their cards. They soul charge for 5, you banish 5. And it's a second bottomless, and it gets out of the Dragon Rollers after they've activated their effects, which is huge for this because there's not a lot of outs that this deck has to like Dragon Rollers activating their individual effects, and just summoning and attacking, because most of your cards are reactive like Blackhorn, Trapple Nightmare, and stuff like that. You only have D presence really, so this card comes in handy. It's just the realist. 1 Compulse for dragons and sometimes mermails.
I was disappointed when you asked to borrow this. I was hoping it's gonna make the main deck.
No, the only reason it was inside is because like you don't want to draw it. You don't want to play.
You don't want to see it.
Well, you don't want to see it against like a lot of decks. Like you don't want to see it against Fire Fist. That's awful. You don't want to see it against Bujins. That's awful. It's typically awful against water. Sometimes it's good if you can like go if they go first and you can set it and compulse one of their guys back. That's like the only use or application for it in water. But a lot of times you're just not going to use it in the main deck because when your opponents are playing, it just doesn't interact in the best way. Like it's good against dragons because they overlay and just they synchro and you just get rid of it.
Yeah.
Do you take Dichotomy out for this? Do you take Dichotomy out for this?
When I put this in, I take out 1 Dichotomy. And then the last card is 3 Debunk.
3 Debunk.
Which is just
I've heard it puts in more.
Best side deck. No, this card is the best side deck card of the format right now. It hits everything. There's 6 Debunks. First and second place Debunks.
In the top 2, we got 6 Debunks in the side deck.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got to say to anybody that wants to try this deck out?
Don't flip Vanity's Infinite thinking that your hands will...
Know what the cards do. Know how the cards interact. Know your rulings around them. Like it's a fairly easy deck to play if you know your rulings and you're just a good player in general.
Are you a good player in general? Are you a good player in general?
Yeah, I'm a good player in general.
So that's you saying that?
I mean, it's anybody. You don't it's a pretty easy deck to play. I'm sorry. If I'm mediocre, then why are you sitting in the chair and I'm the one doing the deck profile?
Did you beat me today? Did you beat me today?
Did I lose to you today?
Did you beat me today?
Did I lose to you today?
Did you beat me?
Did I lose to you today?
Did you beat me today?
Did I lose?
But did you beat me?
But did I lose?
But did you beat me?
We tied.
We tied.
All right, guys, I appreciate it. Subscribe, comment down below, show us how much you love us.